You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. I've got your early weekly spoilers for August 5th through 9th. We're going to see Hope Logan feeling a little bit smug and Luna Nozawa possibly enraged. We don't usually see her upset, but things are about to shift. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got so much exciting stuff to talk to you about in this early edition. And as we always do on early edition day, we are going to start with what's happening the rest of this week, just to set up the context for those spoilers for next week. If you haven't, though, please reach down, click subscribe. Now let's dive right into the action. On Wednesday, July 31st, we're going to be back at the airfield where the Forrester private jet was waiting on Steffy Forrester. She can't find her passport. I was wondering if Hope was actually going to slide it out of the way to help her mom have a fun little time with Ridge without Steffy in Monaco. But no, Hope actually found it and ran after her on Tuesday's episode, and Steffy just blew her off. I'm sorry, passports are so distinctive looking, and Steffy was looking at her, even if she didn't see the side with the gold passport writing. It's a little blue book and you're getting ready to get on the plane. It just, So this is kind of funny. Steffy is continuing to dig through her stuff on Wednesday, desperate to find it, and she's tossing out all this stuff all over the place, and apparently her bikini lands on the little table where Captain Deuce Stevens is waiting impatiently for her passport. Tom Arnold said that Jackie Wood was completely hilarious. He said that she's so good at physical comedy. He said in that scene, the stuff she was doing, he said it reminded him of like Lucille Ball. And he said that they had asked her when she was throwing stuff out to have part of her bikini land on his head. And he said she landed it perfectly. And then he also said, which this one was actually funnier to me, he knows Brad Bell personally. They're personal friends. And so Brad offered him the chance to come on the show and play this part. A show that clearly Tom Arnold does not watch, because he said he came onto the set and the first person he met, he thought was a crew member. He said the guy looked like a lumberjack. He was in this like plaid shirt and these jeans. And the guy said, "Hey, Tom, welcome. Do you need anything?" And Tom Arnold said, "Yeah, you probably don't have it, but a sugar-free Red Bull." And the guy says, "I'll go find it." And he comes back and he's found one. And Tom Arnold was like, "Oh, the crew here is just really great." Well, then he goes on to set, and it was Thorsten Kaye that he had met, and he didn't realize. He's like, "Oh, he's one of the stars, and he's a major scene partner." That he asked Thorsten for a Red Bull, and he's so nice. He was just like, "Yeah, I'll go find you one." And he said, "I had no idea he was one of the major stars of the show." So that was really cute. So lots there, and this will be Tom Arnold's last day as Captain Deuce Stevens, but he is supposed to be back in the future. So there's another private pilot storyline thing coming where he'll be just this small part. I like the small recurring cameos that are fun like that. Bill and Poppy continue their very serious talk. I cannot imagine what Bill is thinking, because, Bill knows how good looking he is. And then he's looking at Poppy, and then he's looking at Tom, and he's like, my girlfriend was sleeping with this homeless druggie. What? And yeah, it's not going to go over real well. But knowing how Poppy is, I'm sure she'll be able to talk Dollar Bill down. Thursday, August 1st, we have got Recast Will Spencer back in the house. Crew Morrow makes his debut. They've done quite a bit of Soros, soap opera rapid aging syndrome, on the son of Katie and Bill. So as Bill and Poppy are in the bedroom getting intimate, which I'm sure she's doing to distract him from all of her subterfuge, somebody walks in the bedroom. She screams because she has no idea who this is. And the promo seemed to imply that it might be the killer. It's not the killer. It's Will Spencer, who should have knocked before walking into his dad Bill's bedroom, but he doesn't. And needless to say, Will and Bill do not have a very happy father and son reunion, because he walked in on him and his new lady. Meanwhile, And this is kind of interesting. Luna lays into Katie for targeting her mother with accusations. She already said something to her the other day and basically threw her out of the Spencer house for accusing her mother of murder. And I just wonder if Luna might hear from Lee what Katie was saying, or maybe she's going to walk. I don't know. But Luna knows Katie is continuing with this and she's very upset. If you didn't happen to notice, just this is important, Bill mentioned that the apartment building where Luna and Poppy were living is going to be knocked down. That's not a not for nothing reference. So Hope is kind of pleased that Steffy didn't get on the plane. She tried to talk her out of going so that Brooke and Ridge could have a romantic time together, but Steffy wasn't having that. And of course, Hope did actually try to get Steffy her passport back, but since she wouldn't listen, the Captain Stevens, would not let her on the plane. And so now Steffi's back at the office and you know she's going to be furious. And Hope just left her passport right where she found it. I do wonder if Steffi's going to have some suspicions, and when Hope is gloating, Steffi's going to shut her down. Should be most unpleasant because Steffi's very angry. Friday, August 2nd, we've got Brooke and Ridge enjoying time alone sightseeing in Monte Carlo. But as they are seeing the sights, someone is seeing them. And the question is, who is it? Finn is stuck between Steffy and Hope, and it's awkward. I'm certain he comes in while they're bickering over the passport and the trip and all that. Meanwhile, Luna heads over to their apartment and finds something shocking. And it looks like it's maybe going to be Tom's backpack. And again, nothing confirmed in official spoilers about that yet, but that seems to be the implication. And the letters that Poppy was just telling Bill about are probably in there. And if Luna leafs through there and sees letters from Tom to her mom, she's going to be very, very suspicious. I just hope that she's not another kid of Bill's that winds up being in a building slated for demolishing when it happens, you know, like he did to Liam back when he was trying to get the Spectra building. And that takes us to the week of August 5th through 9th. And Katie, to me, these days is practically painting a target on herself for whoever this killer is, because whoever the killer is taking out people that are problematic for Poppy. Now, whether it's Poppy, whether it's Jack, whether it's Lee, we don't know at this point, whether it's someone random. I hope the bold writers know and they didn't start a murder mystery without having picked a culprit. We'll see. But Katie may be in danger. Meanwhile, things are rough between Will and Bill and Poppy, but how will Will react to his new sister, Luna? They may get along, but how much has Katie told Will about Poppy, and has Katie been poisoning Will about Bill's relationship with Poppy? That won't go over well. I expect Luna will confront her mom quite angrily about what she found in their apartment, about the backpack, about the letters, wanting to know why it's there. Really, there's not a lot of excuse, unless, of course, Lee Finnegan picked it up and dropped it there just because, remember, she was part of the search, and that is suspicious to me. We'll see how that goes. Somebody seems to be stalking Brooke and Ridge in Monte Carlo. I mentioned that in a standalone video asking if it might be Taylor, just because the woman had a scarf on, and I have seen Taylor wear a little headscarf like that before. Is Bold desperate to put up ratings? You know, are they worried? Did they bring back Krista for a short arc? We'll see. And Brooke and Ridge are going to head home to more controversy, because I have a feeling Steffy may blame Hope for her missing out on this trip, you know, saying she could have said passport instead of just, hey, you know. And I do think Hope could have made it a little more obvious what she was trying to hand her, but Finn's going to be around, and if he acts like Steffy is maybe overreacting or being unreasonable, if he sides even a little bit with Hope, boom, Hope's going to be smug. And Steffy's going to be very upset, even though she keeps letting Finn slide on this stuff. She loves him even when she gets mad at him. So, and of course we know Hope thinks she wants him. I don't know if she thinks she loves him. Poppy scrambles as Bill's taken aback, and she's also dealing with Luna's anger. And I do wonder if Bill may come back to see Deacon to ask if Tom ever mentioned Poppy. Those are all of our early weekly spoilers. Drop your comments. Come back soon. I'm here talking bald 7 days a week. It's me, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.